What the heck is that? Holy crap! Hey folks, BoDean 52, hope you are well. What are those people doing walking with those big sticks? I thought that was for skiing and crap. Focus, BoDean. Today, we're going to talk to you about the 5 things I think that are essential when you were going on a motorcycle trip. I got a big one planned with 4 of my best friends on the planet. We're going to tear it up, and we're probably going to need bail money. About 2-3 weeks in counting. The countdown is on. I'm getting ready to go on a trip to an unknown location with 4 of my buddies, and we are excited about getting together. We're coming from all over the country. We do this once a year. Rent an Airbnb, tear up some roads, tell a bunch of lies, sitting around drinking Coors Light. That's for them because they give me crap because I drink Coors Light. And we're gonna sit around eating too much, drinking too much, telling a bunch of lies, and hopefully getting some amazing brotherhood and motorcycle riding. So I was talking to my beautiful bride, Mrs. BoDean, this morning, and she said, boy, the countdown is coming, isn't it? And I said, yeah, I'm pretty excited. And there's a couple things I need to get ready, and that's probably the first thing in the 5 of making sure you're ready for these trips. One is making sure the bike is ready. So my 24 Road Glide Limited, or my 24 Road Glide, boy, I'll tell you what, when you make a change, sometimes you even forget. My 24 Road Glide Pearl is almost ready to go. I am doing a couple things right now, as a matter of fact. Number one is I am waiting on my seat that is coming from Mustang, and I'm hoping that it comes in the next couple of weeks because I am riding right now without a backrest. I'm old, out of shape, and I need a backrest, especially if I'm going to go 1,000 miles or so. So we are counting on that coming. The other thing is I only have 534 miles on the bike so far. Finally, the weather is great. I have time to get out. I'm not traveling for business, and I'm pumping some miles in, not only because it's freaking beautiful out here today, but want to get close to that 1,000, get all the fluids out of it, get that first service done, and move on. Plus, 500 miles, now whether you believe it or not, on break-in period means that we're going to come off road mode, and we are going to, let's see, when should we do that now? What do you think? You guys think we should do that? Yeah. I'm thinking sport mode is not good on these twisties, BoDean 52. But I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be out tearing it up today, just seeing how much I can wheelie in the air. Okay, focus, BoDean. This is not what it's about. So the first thing is, I think, making sure your bike is ready. Certainly making sure the maintenance is done, and you have done all the safety checks, and the tires look good. You know, all the stuff that you know you're supposed to do every time you go out. But really, on a long trip, you know, you really got to make sure you got your crap together, right? Are you with me? You can tell I'm a little giddy today because number one is it's beautiful out, and I'm not wearing a jacket. Yeah, I know. Number 2 is I have my smaller windshield on that I'm going to probably use just around town. I'm waiting on another windshield coming to me that I think it will be a permanent one, but getting a whole lot of air on the bike, and it's feeling good. Number 2 is after you make sure you got the bike ready, I think, now this is just me, I think you got to have some planning done. There's people that are planners like me, then there's people that go, I'm just getting on the bike and going, I'll find a hotel, right? So for me, honestly, the couple things I need to plan is, one, I gotta make sure we got a place to stay, right? That's all done. Airbnb. Boy, those people have no idea the 5 people that are letting in their house. Of course we will be respectful, but we plan on pushing a few back, that is for sure. And the other thing is, I do want to have some sort of idea of what my route is going to be. And I got to figure out, you know, what the timing is on getting there. Do I want to rush? Do I want to take going to have to take a bunch of the interstate just because of where I'm going. And then, you know, having some sort of idea on the route, but not holding myself too much to time, right? If it's a 6-hour run, I want to make sure I got 8 hours just because I don't want to rush, I don't want to stop, I don't want any time frames, I don't want to worry about crap when I'm going on a motorcycle trip to feel like I'm rushed. Just kind of ruins it to me. The other thing that ruins it to me is, why are cars out today? I know it's like noon on a Saturday, but you should know BoDean 52 is going out riding today. Number 3. Now, don't give me crap for this one. In my mind, you got to make sure the home's good. What do I mean by that? Your beautiful bride, your husband, your significant other, whatever you're up to, I don't care. You got to make sure that home's taken care of. For me, it's making sure Mrs. BoDean is good for the week, doesn't have anything that's going to interrupt her or my trip. The second thing is I got to make sure that work is clean. You know, I usually will give the speech before I leave, which is, I'm available if it's an emergency, but I know how good you guys are, and if I really developed you the way you should be, you won't call me. Don't call me. If you call me, that means I got the wrong person. Okay, I'm sorry. Little lost my mind there for a minute. So that is number 3, making sure that you are ready. Number 4, I think it is important, at least for me, I will pack, I'm leaving on a Saturday, I will pack Friday, and I will pack the bike Friday, and I will pack my stuff Friday. Now, if you follow the channel, you'll know that I recently changed out bikes, so I now have a shop tour pack instead of my big tour pack that I had on my Limited, which means I have a little less space, so I'm gonna have to be a little more diligent in my packing. I did buy a bag for the back seat behind me for 2 reasons. One is if I need it for clothes and stuff. I mean, all you really need is what? You know, I'm gone for 5 days, 1 pair of underwear, 1 pair of jeans, 5 t-shirts, and a hat. I mean, really, what else do you really need? So, but I am gonna, worst case scenario, if the seat doesn't come, I'll just put that on the back, and I'll just lay back and relax and have a good time, and making sure that I want to be ready to go. I want to make sure the bike's got gas. I just don't, when I go on a trip that morning, I don't want to have to stop. I just want to go. When I'm out with my bride and we go on a trip, normally I'll ride an hour and stop and have breakfast. It just happens to be our thing. That works out. But since this is a dude-only event, no offense, you know, my daughter says that sometimes. She's like, and she's an adult, she's a nurse. She starts the conversation off with, hey Dad, no offense, but, and I'm like, I'm already offended. Why do you say that? She should know me better by now. Focus, BoDean, focus. So getting ready, the bike ready, your clothes ready, gassed up, getting ready to fly, I think is important. Of course, communication with your buddies, everybody kind of knows when they're getting in. We do kind of a good job at texting each other, saying, hey, here's my ETA, and we're like a bunch of school children, right? We just always text anyway. So I would imagine by the 5 of us going and meeting, there'll be like 300 texts by the time we get there, back and forth. So yeah, I know. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. And then I think the 5th thing, and this is just BoDean talk, right, is I want to be mentally prepared for the trip. I want to be, and I normally am, but I want to be in a good headspace. And normally what that means is I've done the first 4. Don't you pull out there, dude. I want to be good in the first 4. I want to make sure I get a good night's rest. Probably gonna you know, hydrate a bunch the night before, not too much drinking. Try to get a halfway decent night's sleep. So when I'm out, I am as excited about the trip as I am right now. What do you folks do for a trip? Am I just losing my mind? Am I right to be mad that all these people are out right now and that guy's just turning around? I should be able to legally chase people down and lecture them, don't you think? My wife says that one day I'm gonna get shot. That is how my life is ending. I'm gonna get shot, but be careful. I am a trained professional. You You know, I always say that the security sign on my house, it's just a warning. It's just a friendly warning for the people that are even thinking about coming onto my property, into my house. How am I talking about this right now? We're going on a trip. Tell me what you do. I appreciate you guys. Be safe out there. Check and friend. We'll see you soon. Peace. Woohoo!